Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Christy, and today we're going to be doing this fall look right here with these brushes right here. So if you guys would like to see how I got this look with these brushes, then just keep on watching. Hey guys, so I'm actually super excited to be filming this video today because we are going to be playing with the Morphe in collaboration with Jacyln Hill Master Collection. And this brush set does retail for $165, but they also have two other brush sets, one being the Eye Master Collection, which retails for $42 and it comes with 8 eye brushes, and the other being the Face Collection, which retails for $58. So those are two other options that you could go with. Now I do know $165 does sound like a lot for some makeup brushes, but when you average it out, 165 divided by the 24 brushes that come in this kit is approximately $7 per brush, and that's without including the cost of this amazing case. So without further ado, let's open these babies up. So when you receive this, it actually comes with this little cardboard thing with the Morphe X Jacyln Hill logo, and then when you take that off, the case just says Morphe right here, and then you open it up like this, and then once you open it up, all the brushes are packaged in plastic. So the brushes are packaged in 3 different plastic bags, and the first plastic baggie are the 8 brushes that come in the Eye Master Collection, and then the 5 brushes that come in the Face Master Collection, and then these are the 11 bonus brushes that you get in the Master Collection. So these are all 8 of the brushes that come in the Eye Master Collection, and they are all white with silver and have the little Jacyln Hill logo right there. Now these are the 5 brushes that come in the Eye Master Collection, and they all as well have the little white handle, silver over here, and they just have the name. And last but certainly not least, the remaining 11 brushes. So it does come with 6 blending brushes right here, and then 5 face brushes, these right here. So I am going to be doing my face makeup first today, and I already went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera because this brush collection does not come with an eyebrow brush. So I'm just going to prime using my Benefit Professional Matte Rescue Primer. So I'm going to be taking my Fit Me foundation in the shade 310, and I'm going to be using that with a JH03 foundation brush. And this is going to be super different for me because I usually do my foundation with a beauty blender. So let's see how this brush works out. So when I was applying this, I didn't know if it was going to leave my foundation looking streaky or anything, but as I was applying it, I realized that I actually got more coverage out of the foundation using the brush than I would using a beauty blender. But I did go over it at the end with a beauty blender anyways because I do like the finish of the beauty blender a lot more than the finish of the brush. Now for concealer, I'll be using my Tarte Shape Tape in medium sand. And I'll be blending that out with this JH08 brush, which Jacyln Hill described as an anything creamy brush. So I really enjoyed how this brush applied my concealer. I feel like it applied it very evenly and flawlessly. I also went ahead with that same concealer and applied it on my eyelids to act as an eyeshadow base. And I'll be taking my Fit Me Loose powder in the shade 10 with the JH07 under eye powder brush. So this brush is perfect for setting your concealer because it has that perfect little dome shape to set right under your under eye area. And I went ahead and used that same powder to set my eyelids. And now I'll be taking the JH01 powder brush and I'll be using that to set the rest of my face. Now I'll be using this Anastasia contour kit in medium to tan, and I'll be dipping into this shade right here using my JH05 brush. So I use that contour shade right under my cheekbones just to really make them stand out. Now to bronze up the face, I'll be using my Hoola bronzer with the JH02 bronzer brush. And I really like this brush because it gave me a nice all over bronze. So using that same Hoola bronzer, I'm going to be using the JH10 brush to kind of contour my nose, but not really. So I just kind of stamped the color into where I wanted it, and then using my beauty blender, I went over that to soften up the contour. And now using my Fit Me powder and the edge of my Morphe sponge, I'll be using that to carve out my cheek and nose contour. And now I'm just using that JH07 brush once again to dust that bake away. Next up, I'll be using my Peach Pop palette from Ulta, and I'll be dipping into the shade Terracotta using my JH04 blush brush. And for this part, I like to smile to see where I would actually blush if I were to be blushing and actually apply the blush in that area. And for highlight, I'll be using my Anastasia Glow Kit, and I'll be dipping into Hot Sand. And for that, I'll be using the JH09 brush. So I recently watched one of Nikki Tutorial's videos with Rihanna's makeup artist, and I really liked the technique that she used on Nikki. She kind of created this C shape which connected the brow bone with the actual highlight, and I really liked how it turned out. I feel like it gives you a very lifted and natural glow. And I'll just be using the JH42 to highlight the remaining areas of my face. So now that the face is done, we're going to be moving on to eyes. And since we are using all Jaclyn Hill brushes today, I thought might as well use the Jaclyn Hill palette. So to start off this look, I'll be using the JH32 brush, and I'll be dipping into these two shades right here. So these shades will be acting as our transition colors, and I'm just blending this right above my crease area. Next, I'll be taking the JH35 and I'll be dipping it into this brown right here. So what I'm doing with this shade is I'm actually just packing it all over my lid and then blending it out to create more of a gradient effect for the finished look. Now I'll be using the JH37 and I'll be dipping into this dark brown shade right here. So I'm placing this shade in the inner and outer corners of my eye to create kind of that halo effect. And then I went back in with the first brush we used for the transition shades and just blended all that together. Now I'll just be taking the JH30 with those same two transition shades from the beginning to blend everything out. And now using the JH38, I'll be dipping into this really dark brown on the bottom. So I'm placing this dark brown where I placed that other lighter brown before, but this time I'm being more precise with the color so it kind of gets more into the center of the eye and not so much outwards. And I'll be blending that out with the JH37. So now I'm just dipping into a slightly darker brown and I'm placing that where I placed the brown before, and with this shade I'm just kind of placing it there to intensify the look further. And now I'm just using a fluffy brush with no extra product to slightly blend out the edges. Now I'll be dipping into this shade right here and I'll be using the JH41 to place that in the center of my lid. Now for the lower lash line, I'll be taking the JH38 and I'll be using this brown on the edge right here. And I'm just running this color along my lower lash line to kind of give a softer and smokier look to the eye. I'll be using the JH43 and this dark brown right here a little bit closer to the waterline. And then using the JH32 and those first two transition shades once again, I'll be blending that out. And this again just further enhances kind of the smokiness of the eyes. Now I'll just be tightlining my eyes using the Physicians Formula Sexy Booster eyeliner. Now I'm just going to apply lashes and mascara off camera, and I'll be right back. So for inner corner highlight, I'll be using the JH39 brush, and I'll be dipping back into hot sand. And now for lips, I'll be taking my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Berlin. And since I did kind of want a warmer lip color, I went ahead and I topped that with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Lisbon. And now to finish the look off, I'll just be spritzing some of my Urban Decay All Nighter Pollution Protection Setting Spray. So the Morphe X Jaclyn & Hill brushes were a complete success to me. I personally love them, and I know I'm going to be reaching for them in my everyday makeup and in videos like these, of course, so they definitely were worth my money. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial slash review kind of, and if you guys did, make sure to subscribe down below, give this video a big thumbs up, don't forget to turn that notification bell on to get notified every time I upload, and stay tuned for more upcoming videos.